Riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV, live from the virtual Knoxville Raceway, here with the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Championship night. Over 30 drivers registered for the night. Not a big gap in points for the top. Who will come out on top at the end of the night? We will find out. Will it be Alex Bergeron? Will it be Tyler Shell? Will it be Aiden Beerline? Bergeron is leading the points right now with 582. Shell third with 563. And Beerline in third with 417. It's not totally out of the grasp or Tyler Shell here tonight. All he needs is Bergeron to have a bad night and Tyler Shell to have a good night. We will find out here tonight just how things will roll out. Sorry about that. Did not know my audio engine was on that screen. There we go. And remember here for the Apex Autoglass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint cars, we do not have a qualifying session here. We will roll straight from practice into a random draw heat racing grid. As I said, over 30 cars. We got 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 drivers registered for the night. Likes of Alex Bergeron, Clayton Tilley, Kevin Fry, Tyler Shell, Aiden Beerline, Brett Wheeler himself, the owner of Ultimate Dirt TV, Tyler Schultz, Ernie Williams Jr. Even Alex Robinson has loaded up tonight to drive. A lot of good names out here getting ready to race here tonight. Kenny Hoffman in the house as well. So we get ready for the heat race number 1 to take off. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick word from our sponsor. And we are back, and a huge thank you to Speed Shop 51 for sponsoring us here tonight, along with Locked On Lads podcast, Octane Inc., Miller Family Trucking Esports League, and Spartan Logistics. As Heat Race 1 is set to take the grid, I have got to find us camera here where we can actually see something, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at the starting grid. Jason Randolph from the firm Motorsports is drawing the number 1 spot here for heat number 1. 8 cars getting set for the heat. Alex Bergeron from Team ABR Esports, 3-time defending iRacing Sprint Car 410 champion, lined up in second. Forgive me, I've got a couple other things going on right now. It's distracting the hell out of me. Ernie Williams Jr. from Black Diamond Motorsports in 91 will start inside row number 2. Clayton Tilley from Momentum Sim Sports in 51 on his outside. Trey Garst in a 44 inside of row number 3 with Jeremy Weigel from Team SSR on his outside. Randy Shreves from LGR Motorsports in the 2, lining up on the inside of the 4th final row with Mason Hannigan from Black Diamond Motorsports on his outside. I believe they are running eight laps here for the heats. 2 times around will come out 2 very fast drivers lined up out in front. Alex Bergeron, the man leading the points right now, starting outside first row. A great draw for him. No doubt he was thankful for that one. Williams Jr., Clayton Tilley, and be watching for him to come up through the field. So we get set to go green right here out of turn number 4. And green flag is out. Jason Randolph brings us to the green. A little bit of connection issue there for Jason Randolph. Alex Bergeron, Clayton Tilley hard into the outside wall right off the bat there in turn number 1. Battle on for the lead. Bergeron on the outside. Randolph on the inside. Bergeron has the lead coming out of 4. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. looking at the inside for Black Diamond Motorsports. Not quite able to make a stick. Bergeron running off with it now. And here comes Trey Garst in the 44, look to the inside of Williams. Williams dives back to the inside coming out of turn number 4, and he moved him up to second, make it a 2-for-1 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Battle going on for second and third, as well as fourth, fifth, and sixth. Everybody bunching up back here in the back and battling it out. Meanwhile, Bergeron has got smooth sailing up ahead with everybody behind battling for position. Believe top 3 transfer here. I'm going to double check. Somebody just got shuffled back to the back. That's going to be Randy Shreves. Jason Randolph falls back into 7th. 5 laps in the books, 5 to go for Alex Bergeron leading the way. Meanwhile, Williams and Garst still side by side for that second position. Garst looking to the inside. I think the drivers are actually starting to gain on Bergeron a little bit. Williams running that middle high and Garst running the inside. Looks like drivers going to now single file back out. Good evening, Anne Marie. How are you doing tonight? Coming to the white flag, it's going to be Alex Bergeron leading the way. Williams in second, Garst in third, Weigel fourth, and Shreves in that 5th and final position. Top 3 is going to transfer from the heats to the feature, and Williams with a look to the inside. Last ditch effort on Bergeron, not able to make a stick. Bergeron going to come home with the win over Ernie Williams Jr. as we take a look at our official results. Alex Bergeron for Team ABR is going to come home with the win. Ernie Williams Jr. in second. Trey Garst in third. Jeremy Weigel fourth. Randy Shreves fifth. Mason Hannigan sixth. Jason Randolph seventh. And Clayton Tilley rounding out the field. Rough run for Clayton Tilley as he went straight into the wall in turn number 1 at the drop of the green flag. As we are currently waiting on drivers to get lined up in the pit area. Take a look at heat race number 2 starting grid. Starting on the pole is going to be the 13 of Aiden Beerline. To his outside from Mobils Up Sim Sports, it's Daniel Ziegers. Inside row number 2 from Stand United Racing, the 114 is going to be Landon Cardoza. To his outside from Momentum Sim Sports, Ross Kaiser. Inside row number 3 from LGR Motorsports is going to be Steven Vogelson. To his outside, Heimel Dunn. Our 4th and final row is going to be Gunnar Harris. And to his outside from Team Outlaw Motorsports is Tyler Schultz. So race number 1 in the books. Alex Bergeron taking the win there. Another good heat stacked up here. Another 10 laps to go. Who will be starting outside pole of the championship night feature event? Will it be Aiden Beerline? Will it be Daniel Ziegers, Ross Kaiser, Landon Cardoza? From the back, can Tyler Schultz or Gunnar Harris make their way up to the front? Going around this time, pace truck, you're going to see him dive off to the infield. And you see the 8 of Ziegers and the 13 of Beerline. Bring him to the green, and green flag back bumper. Beerline leading the way after that fantastic start. Tyler Schultz already pulling down onto the berm. He's going to take a pit sign. Meanwhile, Aiden Beerline still leads the way. Daniel Ziegler single filed out. Here comes the Hornets Nest for third on back. Lana Cardoza with that position right now. Steven Vogelson looking to the inside. One spot out, looking in. The 47. All drivers now starting to single file out. Beerline and Zegers running off with the lead at the moment. But don't count out Zegers yet. Zegers is staying with him. Zegers with a good run off the back straightaway. He's going to try to look to the outside of Beerline. Beerline goes to that very bottom on entry and slides up, running a short slide, trying to maintain momentum, but does not work. Zegers now with the slide job for the lead. Beerline ducks back under. Beerline still with the position going into turn number 3. Beerline with a short slider once again in 1 and 2. Here comes Zegers looking back to the inside. Zegers with the position at the line that time. Beerline diving back underneath. Good battle going on for the lead here in heat number 2, as we are 7 laps down, 3 to run as we cross stripe this time. Beerline with the lead at the line. Zegers going with the slider once again in turn number 1. Beerline with the momentum down the back straightaway as he crossed under. Short slide once again from Beerline. 2 to run here in heat number 2. Zegers with the lead right now. Beerline with the crossover, trying to get back in it. Slide job. 2 to run. Here we go. Last lap. Zegers leading the way. Beerline on the inside. Look for the slide job here in turn number 3. Beerline's going to hold it to the inside. Slides up just a little bit. Not enough. Zegers going to come home with their Beerline going to come home with the win. Zegers in second. Good move by Beerline to keep it on the bottom and block the crossover. So we take a look at our official results. Heat race number 2 results going to look like this. Aiden Beerline coming home with the win by .039 over Daniel Zegers from Elbows Up Sim Sports in second. Lana Cardoza coming home in the third and final championship position. Steven Vogelson fourth. Gunnar Harris fifth. Heimel Dunn sixth. And Ross Kaiser seventh. Tyler Schultz will round out the field from QMLO Motorsports in eighth. Rough run for Tyler Schultz. He does not make it past the first lap. Heat race number 2. Taking a grid right now is going to be Remington Wade in the 77. Lining up on the pole, Kenny Hoppin from Elite Sim Sports in the 1 to his outside. TSM Motor from TSM, Timothy Smith in the 50. To his outside is going to be Sean Brown in the 08. Jordan Maherter from LGR Motorsports lined up inside of row number 3. And to his outside from the Firm Motorsports is going to be Brandon Morgan. Blaine Brink from LGR is going to line up inside of row number 4. And to his outside is going to be Ross Carrento from Phantom Motorsports. So a fantastic race in heat number 2 with Aiden Beerline with the smart move on the last turn to come home with the win. Who will get it done this time? As we are set to go 1 to green here for heat number 3. I believe this is our final heat. Uh-oh. Thought I just froze it. No, we will have one more heat after this, it looks like. Kenny Hoffman. Will it be Remington Wade? Timothy Smith. Can Jordan Maherter come from 5th to the front? Can Ross Carrento come up through the field? Or Brandon Morgan even lining up in that 8th position? Pace track is off, going green. Here comes Remington Wade down the front straightaway. Good start for Remington. Timothy Smith in second. Slide jump 2 for 1 into turn number 1. Kenny Hoffman looking strong on the outside. He sits third right now. Here comes the 8 of Sean Brown to the inside. Trying to get that middle top line to work for Sean Brown as the rest of the drivers are single filed out. Timothy Smith running second behind Remington Wade. Kenny Hoffman now dives to the inside of turn number 4 on exit, trying to get run off the corner. Does not work. Timothy Smith with the slide job out of through turns number 1 and 2. Returning the favor, Remington Wade now 3 wide for the lead down the front straightaway. Kenny Hoffman just sitting back, patiently waiting as these drivers battle it out. Hoffman looking for second. Not going to work as the momentum for the outside line continues. Smith with a long slide job, taking the lead away from Wade. Here comes Wade with the short slide job, trying to gather up momentum on Smith. Does not work as he has to back out of it to avoid contact with Smith. Here comes Hoffman. Now Hoffman looks back to the inside once again through coming out of turn number 4. Middle of the top line right now seems to be the faster line for most drivers, but Kenny Hoffman looking to prove that wrong as he throws a slide job for second over Wade. Side by side down the back straightaway. Wade with the slider into 3. Hoffman looking back underneath down the front straightaway. Side by side once again. Contact between Hoffman and Wade. Both drivers able to keep on going. No harm, no foul. Meanwhile, Smith is just running away with this contact once again for Sean Brown and Wade. Sean Brown gets loose. Here comes Brink. Brink on the outside. Not able to make it work. Here comes Wade. Wade with the slide job once again over Hoffman. Hoffman diving back to the inside coming out of turn number 4. Side by side on the front straightaway. Hoffman with the position and white flag in the air for Smith. Here comes Wade. Looks back to the inside. Not going to make it happen. Hoffman going to the inside of turn number 3 and 4. For the finish, Timothy Smith for the win. Hoffman second. Wade rounding out your top 3, and side by side across the line. We're going to have to go to the official results for that one. And it is official. Smith from TSM coming home with the win. Kenny Hoffman from Elite Sims Racing second. Remington Wade third. Your third and final transfer position. Then it's going to be Sean Brown, Blaine Brink, Ross Carenta, Jordan Maherta, and Brandon Morgan rounding out the field. That would be me, BJ Duvall, Kings of Sling. As heat race number 3 is on the grid and rolling off now. Starting on pole from Finsel Motorsports in the 1, it's going to be Braden Finsel. To his outside from Lightning Sim Racing, it's going to be Garrett Holsey in the 88. From the Firm Motorsports number 21, Kevin Fry inside of row number 2, and Tyler Shell running second in points right now. That is the Elbows Up Sim Sports number 85. Brett Wheeler from Black Diamond Motorsports. Alfred from Down Under, the owner here of Ultimate Dirt TV, inside of row number 3, the 56. And to his outside is going to be Austin Piper in a 65. Alex Robinson rounding out the field in our 7th and final position. And Brett. Yeah. As we get set to go, green flag is out. Garrett Holsey on the loud pedal, coming down the front straightaway into turn number 1. It's Halsey, Finsel, Shell. little bit of contact between Shell and Finzel. Finzel cutting back underneath the Shell. Finzel still holding on to second. Here comes Brett Wheeler on the inside. That was not Brett Wheeler. That was the 65, not 56. My dyslexic brain is struggling with that one. It's Tyler Shell and Braden Finzel run the top line. Braden Finzel diving out of the turn. Contact for Fry, and I believe that was Piper. Gift a spot to Brett Wheeler. He moves up into fourth. Meanwhile, out front, it is still Braden Finzel running the slider line, trying to maintain momentum. Finzel and Shell running the dive out of turn number 2 that time, closing up the gap on Halsey big time. Nearly making contact once again between Finzel and Shell, and there they go. The right rear to Finzel. I believe that's more of just a racing deal as Finzel came down and kind of squeezed him a little bit. Shell just held on to the racing line by the looks of it from here. Let the admins make the call on that. Shell running in second. Now Brett Wheeler has been gifted that third position. He is coming hot and heavy. Brett, a very talented driver here at Knoxville. One of his favorite places to run. Very, very fast here. Shell running second behind Halsey. Shell, our second place in points. He's going to need that good finish if he's going to get a shot over Alex Bergeron. The live's still showing good on my end. Not sure what's up with that. Two to run for Halsey as Shell fights and struggles to get up there and get past him for the lead. Going with a dive line and is able to close the gap down the back straightaway, but not by a lot. Halsey still leading the way over Finzel, or over Shell. Shell looking to the inside, coming out of turn number 4. Last ditch effort, not gonna happen. Garrett Halsey comes home with the win. Shell second. Brett Wheeler bringing home the third and final transfer position. We're gonna have to take a look at our official results and make sure nobody gets any kind of black flags or anything for the contact earlier. Yeah, I'm not real sure what would be causing that. Somebody let me know if it's just him or if I am having issues on my end. Trying to get fourth final heat race results up for you. Garrett Halsey coming home with second from Lightning Sim Racing. Tyler Shell from Elbows Up Sim Sports in second. Brett Wheeler coming from the back to the front in the heat, coming home with third and final transfer position. And it's going to be Piper, Fry, Robinson, and Finzel rounding out the field. Take a look at our B main starting grid, and it's going to be Jeremy Waggle from TSR starting on pole with Sean Brown in the 08 on his outside. LGR Motorsports Randy Shreves inside of row number 2, and LGR Motorsports Blaine Brink his outside. Inside row number 3 is from Black Diamond Motorsports. That's going to be Mason Hannigan to his outside. From Phantom Motorsports, that's Ross Carenta. The Firm Motorsports, Jason Randolph, and to his outside, LGR Motorsports, Jordan Maherter. Momentum Sim Sports, Clayton Tilley will round out your 9-car field. As I attempt to find out exactly how many transfer from this one. Yeah, I'm not sure what it would be. I'd almost say it'd have to be on your end, Brandon, because everything's showing good on my end. My preview and everything on Facebook and YouTube are both showing good, so I'm not real sure what it would be. But lights going out this time by. Pacetrack's going to be diving off out of turn number 4 this time. Jeremy Weigel, Sean Brown, your front row. And I don't have, there we go. I didn't have overlays because I didn't turn them on. Go me. Alright, so 2 consies, 6 going from each. So 3 cars from each consi are going to go home. And Jeremy Weigel brings him to the green out of turn number 4 down the back straightaway now. Looking to the inside, and that's Sean Brown with a slide job for the lead. Weigel dives back underneath, caution flag waves. Already here on lap number 1 of the B main number 1. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Ooh, and that is Jordan Mahurter and Clayton Tilley. It's like they just got hooked. Let's see if we can get another camera angle on that. Jordan Mahurter in the 13, Clayton Tilley in the 15. Looks like Clayton Tilley just pushed coming off of turn number 2 and catches the left front of Mahurter. Both drivers ending up on their side, spinning down the front straightaway. That's going to send both drivers to the pit. Not a good start for Mahurter or Clayton Tilley here in championship night. Jones Dan, thank you for following the page here at Ultimate Dirt TV. And while you guys are at it, share it out. Help out the broadcast. If you've never done it before, make sure that you like and follow the page, like the broadcast, to let us know that you're enjoying the racing. I know that you don't have the greatest announcer out here, but I do apologize for that. Here we go, double fouled, getting ready to go green. Weigel, Brown, bringing us back to the green. Green flag is out. Line up a little bit everywhere. Sean Brown to the inside for the race lead. Blaine Brink on the outside. Brink trying to get back underneath. Blaine Brink, if I'm not mistaken, fairly new to iRacing, fairly new to the league stuff. So he's just recently joined one of our other leagues that races on Sunday night, World of Thunder Esports League. Blaine Brink up into the wall. That's going to hurt Brink. So he's going to fall all the way back into 7th. What goes from battling for the lead to 1 spot out. Everybody keeps on going. No caution yet. They're now single filing out. Brown, Weigel, Carenta, Shrives, Randolph, and Brink now moves back into 6th. They are battling it out between Shrives, between Hannigan and Brink for that 6th and final transfer position. Everybody has now single filed out. 9 down, 3 to run. Hannigan looking on the inside, down the back straightaway. Randolph looks like he might have slapped the wall a little bit there in front of Weigel. Everybody's able to keep on going. Contact between Weigel and Brink and Randolph. Weigel falls back into 7th. Brink and Hannigan moves up into 5th and 6th. White flag this time by for Brown. Brent looking to the inside for the race lead into turn number 1. Side by side coming out of 2. Brown with the momentum down the back straightaway. Brown with the slider line through 3 and 4. Side by side of the line. Looks like it's going to be Ross Carenta by a hair. Well, I have to take a look at the official results for that one. Coming up now, Ross Carrenta by .001 over Sean Brown for the win from Phantom Motorsports here in B Main number 1. Sean Brown second, Randy Streves third, Jason Randolph fourth, Blaine Brink fifth, Mason Hannigan will take your sixth and final transfer position. Then it's going to be Jeremy Waggle, Clayton Tilley, and Jordan Maherter. Sorry to say, boys, pack it up, head home. We'll see you next season here for the Apex Autoglass Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars. B Main number 2. Your second and final B main on the grid now, and it's going to be Steven Vogelson in a 32 from LGR Motorsports, lining up on the pole. To his outside is going to be Austin Piper in a 65. Inside of row number 2 is going to be Gunnar Harris from the 54, and from the Firm Motorsports in the 21, that's going to be Kevin Fry to his outside. Heimel Dunn in the 23 inside of row number 3 with Alex Robinson in the 15 to his outside. Ross Kaiser from Momentum Sim Sports inside of row number 4 with Braden Finzel from Finzel Motorsports in the 1 on his outside. Tyler Schultz and Brandon Morgan will round out the 10-car field here for our second and final B main. Vogelson and Piper on the front row. Harris and Fry second. And one of our regular announcers here for Ultimate Dirt TV, and then Tyler Schultz, one of Ultimate Dirt TV's sponsored drivers, back there in the inside of the final row. Can he make it through the field? Will his luck turn around here in this B main in this championship night? Base truck getting ready to dive off here out of turn number 4. Vogelson, Piper bringing us to the green flag. Vogelson, good start for Vogelson. Harris going right with him. Contact made as Hamilton gets into the back. Going around, no caution. That's not done. That is Fry. Fry caught up in that. Tyler Schultz seems to be caught up in it as well, as he has already headed to the pits. Schultz's luck has not turned around for him yet. Vogelson now leads the way. The top 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field. Ross Kaiser looking to the inside of Harris now. Kaiser trying to make that inside line work. The top 3 are single filed around the top. That's Vogelson, Piper, Harris. Sitting right now in the transfer position, that is Brandon Morgan. And on the bubble, it's going to be Heimel Dunn. The outside looking in. Meanwhile, still up front, battle going on for third once again as Ross Kaiser with the slide job over. Harris now looks to throw the slider back on Kaiser. Kaiser with the crossover. With a great move on that crossover. Harris not able to make that slider stick at all. Kaiser now looking after second. Caution flag waves. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We'll see the 42 of Alex Robinson on screen now. Going into turn number 3, looks like Fry's going to slide up on him. Give him a little bit of right side 11, as Jerry Van Sickle would say, leads to the left. Their right side romance leads to the left side 11. It sends Alex Robinson back to pit road. Tough luck for Robinson. Still leading the way, that's Vogelson. Second, Piper. Kaiser. Third, Harris. Fourth, Finzel. Fifth, Dunn 6th in your 6th and final transfer position. And then it's going to be Morgan and Fry left on track, sitting 7th and 8th. Side by side gets off. Vogelson bringing us back to the green in that 47 machine. Another good start for Vogelson. Ross Kaiser now moves into that second position right behind him. Single file out. Here comes Ross Kaiser with the slide job for the lead. Vogelson crosses back under. 2 to run here in the second B main. Looks like Kaiser got the wall a little bit down the back straightaway. Kaiser going to cross back underneath of Vogelson here coming out of 4. Kaiser with a huge run down the back, or down the front straightaway. White flag in the air. 2 more turns now for Kaiser as he exits turn number 2. Here comes Vogelson looking back to the inside as he's going to back out of it, not going to make it work. As Kaiser's going to come home with heat race number 2 win. Vogelson 2nd, Piper 3rd, Harris 4th, Finzel 5th, and Dunn. Oh, somebody goes flipping. Your 5th and final, or 5th position here. We'll take a look at our official results. See if that stands. It's going to be Ross Kaiser from Momentum Sim Sports coming home with the win, with Steven Vogelson from LGR 2nd, Austin Piper 3rd, Gunnar Harris 4th, Braden Finzel 5th, Heimel Dunn your 6th and final transfer position. Then it's going to be Brandon Morgan, Kevin Fry, Tyler Schultz, and Alex Robinson rounding out the field. Drivers have a few minutes now to go out and make any final adjustments to their cars. Whatever else they need to do here. While they're doing that, we're going to go ahead and step aside and get a word in from our sponsors. And we are back here for championship night of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars. We're getting set for our feature event. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our starting grid here for the feature. Starting on a pole from Team ABR Esports, that's going to be Alex Bergeron. Sorry. To his outside in the 13, that's going to be Aiden Beerline. Inside row number 2 from TSM, that's going to be Timothy Smith. Inside row number 2 from Lightning Sim Racing, that's Garrett Halsey. From Black Diamond Motorsports, inside row number 3 is going to be Ernie Williams. And Elbows Up Sim Sports, Daniel Ziegers on his outside. Elite Sim Racing, Kenny Hoffman inside of row number 4. And Elbows Up Sim Sports, Tyler Shell to his outside. Inside row number 5 is going to be Tyler Garst, and to his outside from Stand United Racing, that's Landon Cardoza. Inside row number 6, that's going to be Remington Wade, and to his outside, it's the man from down under, the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV number 56, Brett Wheeler. Inside row number 7 from Phantom Motorsports, that's going to be Ross Carrenta. To his outside from Momentum Sim Sports, that's going to be Ross Kaiser. Sean Brown inside row number 8. To his outside is going to be Steven Vogelson from LGR Motorsports. Also from LGR Motorsports, it's Randy Shreves on the inside of row number 9. To his outside is going to be Austin Piper. Row number 10 is going to be from the firm Motorsports, Jason Randolph. To his outside, Gunnar Harris. Row number 11 from LGR Motorsports, that's Blaine Brink. To his outside from Finzel Motorsports, Braden Finzel. And your 12th and final row from Black Diamond Motorsports, that's Mason Hannigan. To his outside, Heimel Dunn. As we are set for the most awesome sight in all of motorsports, a 4-wide salute to you, the fans. Give them a shout out. Tell us who you're here to see, who you want to see win, who you're rooting for, as they're 4 abreast here for championship night for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Cars. And I seem to have... There it is. Salute to you, the fans. Tell them how much you appreciate him here in the chat box. Tell us who you're rooting for. Tell them what you want to see out here tonight as they break away. Now Bergeron leading. Definitely going to happen. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We are back. Thank goodness didn't do that during the 4-wide, but I believe we're getting set to go green. Yes, the pace lights are out on the pace track. Green. Soon. Actually, we're showing green on the left, but the pace track is still on track. So I'm not real sure here. There we go. Green flag is out. We're going to go ahead and step aside and let you listen to the beautiful sounds of these 410 Wing Sprint Cars with Ultimate Dirt TV's cranking. Never mind, as caution flag waves here already over the virtual Knoxville Raceway. And we will try and see if we can get a look at what happened here. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay, and we're showing man himself, Brett Wheeler, in the 56. It's like he gets a little bit of right side love there and sends him up towards the wall. See him there on the outside. He runs the middle line. The 44 just sends it in and gets into him. That is the 44, I believe, of Trey Garst. No doubt Brett Wheeler is very upset about that one, and rightfully so. As here on the opening lap, Alex Bergeron leading, Aiden Beerline second, Timothy Smith third, Garrett Holsey fourth, and Ernie Williams Jr. in fifth. Tyler Schell currently sitting 12 spots back, clear back in 19th. He's going to have to get a good start and hope for a bad night for Bergeron if he wants to do anything about this championship. Here comes Bergeron leading the way around. Pace truck is off. Bergeron on the loud pedal. Here comes Aiden Beerline. Somebody works with Bergeron quite a lot. No surprise to see them both go 1 and 2 right now, as they are 3 wide now for that third position. Give the spot to Williams as he comes out of the turn, and contact back in the back. That is Wade Remington. I cannot speak. And he is up on his side. There he goes. He's back on all fours. Remington going around in front of a lot of drivers there. Surprised not to see a pile up there as tightly packed as they were just running. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. See just what happened here for Remington Wade. It's like Wade had a little bit of connection issue, a little bit of virtual mechanical issues. Just got turned sideways when he reappeared in front of other drivers behind. As Remington Wade takes it pit side. Still leading the way is Bergeron, Beerline, Holsey, Smith, Williams, your top 5. As the lights are out on the pace track, going green this time by Bergeron and Beerline still side by side on the front row. We're 2 laps in, 2 cautions in. Let's see if these drivers can get it going this time around. As pace truck is off of the racing surface, Bergeron bringing him back to the green flag. Good start for Bergeron. Out to about a 2-car length lead right off the bat down the front straightaway. Contact for Williams and Smith. Smith slides up the track now 3 wide down the back straightaway for, I believe that is 4th, 5th, and 6th. Williams running that middle bottom line. Contact up in the front between Bergeron and Beerline. Both drivers able to keep on going. More contact back in the back. Drivers all trying to work their way through. Bergeron now falls all the way back into 4th as Beerline leading the way. That contact helped Beerline out but did not help Bergeron. Bergeron now moves his way back into 3rd. Contact for Williams and Zegers. Williams slides up to the top in front of Cardoza. Cardoza with the crossover. Side by side now for that 5th position between Zegers, Cardoza, and Halsey now for 4th. Smith now looking to catch up to Beerline, and Beerline. There he is. Beerline with some virtual mechanical issues there, but does manage to reappear before it was too late. Smith slowly and gradually gaining on him. Bergeron just kind of sitting back right now in that 3rd position. Here comes Smith looking to the outside of Beerline. Smith with a Fantastic run through 1 and 2. Gains a little bit of ground. Beerline able to maintain momentum down the back straightaway. Side by side now out of turn number 4. Smith not quite able to make it happen. That's the start-finish line. Beerline still leading the way. Smith now with the lead out of turn number 2. What a run out of 2 for Smith. Beerline falling back to second. Now loose through turns number 3 and 4. Dives out of turn number 4 to try to regain that momentum. Both drivers running the cushion. You see the cushion very, very rough as the cars are bouncing all over the place. Bergeron just sitting back comfortably right now. As it sits, he's almost got the championship in his grasp. Tyler Schell now starting to gain and work his way up through. Here comes Williams with the slide job for 4th over Schell. Schell crossing back under to take it back away. Schell up 4 spots to the good. Smith up 2 spots to the good, leading the way. And Beerline still sitting in second. Bergeron now running the slider line. Is the battle for 4th between Schell and Williams, and caution flag waves over the track. Take a look here at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We're going to take a look at the 1 car of Kenny Hoffman. Hoffman looks at the inside of the 65, makes contact. Does not end well for him, and looks like the other 56. Not sure who that 56 is. That would be Randy Shreves, it looks like. Getting contact as well from the same driver. Timothy Smith, the man leading the way, now over Beerline, Bergeron, Schell, Williams, your top 5. M. Da says, hammer down Brown. Let's go Aiden Beerline for Justin. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name because I'll butcher it. Yes, Anne-Marie, I know it went black. My iRacing actually went black. My whole screen went black for some reason. Glad we've got it back now, though. 32 people watching right now. If you've never done it, make sure you hit the like and follow button here for Ultimate Dirt TV. Almost every single day, we're broadcasting something here live on Ultimate Dirt TV. It's almost always dirt, very rarely, but it does happen. We do have asphalt show up here on Ultimate Dirt TV, but it's not a common occurrence. But at any given time, you can almost always come to Ultimate Dirt TV and see sprint cars, late models, modifieds, big block modifieds, even midgets and wingless sprint cars at any given time here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Lights are out on the pace track, getting ready to go green out of turn number 4. Timothy Smith now leading the way. Aiden Beerline on his outside. Alex Bergeron in 3rd with Tyler Schell on his outside. The race is still in it. Race is still up for grabs for anybody. We're still early in the race. Pace track is off. Green flag is out. Timothy Smith bringing him back to the looking for us. Tyler Schell now moves into 3rd. Bergeron into 2nd. Beerline looking to battle back through the middle of back straightaway. He follows Bergeron to the inside. Timothy Smith running the middle through 3 and 4 that time around. Bergeron on the inside now looking for the race lead. Here comes Tyler Schell on the outside. He takes 2nd away from Bergeron. Schell with a great run down the back straightaway. He's going for the slider in turn number 3. Smith gets up into the rough through turns number 3 and 4 a little bit. That allows Bergeron to move in to 2nd. Bergeron going for a slide for the lead, does not make it stick. Here comes Smith back once again on the inside, looking to make a move for the lead again. Smith and Schell side by side. Bergeron in 3rd, gaining huge ground that time by into the turn, trying to get up there and get the lead back away from them. Bergeron been struggling ever since the contact from Beerline earlier in the race. Side by side for the lead, that's Smith and Shell. Here comes Beerline. Beerline was looking for the third position. Caution flag waves over the racetrack. So I'm currently looking for our replay. There it is. We'll take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We're going to look at the 21 car of Blaine Brink. See him there down the back straightaway in the blue and white number 21. It's like the car in front gets into the wall and leaves him nowhere to go as he just catches the left rear. Looks like the 10 car. Not sure who that was, the 10 car. But it did not end well for Blaine Brink, as he has to take a pit side. So now leading the way, it is Tyler Shell, Timothy Smith in second, Bergeron in third. Tyler Shell needs this win if he's going to have any shot of taking the championship away from Bergeron. Timothy Smith up there in second. Aiden Beerline, your third car in points. And if Shell and Bergeron have a bad night here for the remainder of the feature, that could allow Beerline to get up there for the win and championship. Scott Reed watching from Brisbane, Australia. Glad to have you. Our owner here at Ultimate Dirt TV is actually Australian as well. Donna Overton, go hammer down. Aaron Polly, Shell about to gap him. Well, we're going to have to wait and find out and see just what happens here as the lights are out on the pacetrack as we get set to go back green. Shell on the inside, Smith to his outside. Bergeron and Beerline in the second row. Pace truck's off. Shell brings him back to the green flag. Another good start for Bergeron on the inside of row 2. He's going to jump straight back into second over Smith. Smith now battling back on the outside, side by side down the back straightaway. Bergeron with the run into the corner. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. Goes to throw a slider on Beerline. Beerline have to make a quick correction. It's a hornet's nest of drivers now coming for that fourth position. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. once again. Beerline holding on to it right now. Everybody looking to come after him as it sits. Here comes Bergeron for Shell. Not able to make it stick that time. Bergeron went for the slider but wasn't able to make it stick. Shell back around the outside. Bergeron goes back to the bottom. Timothy Smith and Aiden Beerline following him. Drivers all now starting to spread out. Bergeron with the slider line through 1 and 2. Doing everything he can to gain that momentum on Shell. Shell just railing the cushion right now. Bergeron known for catfishing here at Knoxville. Beerline looking to take third away from Smith now. That's Beerline on the inside, Smith on the outside. Side by side out of turn number 4, nearly making contact. Smith able to hold on to it at the line. Beerline coming in for it in turn number 1 though. Beerline looking very strong on the inside. Bergeron now moves to the top side through turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Shell goes to the slider line that Bergeron was running while Bergeron moved to the top. It's like they just traded lines. Still side by side for third, Beerline and Smith. Top 3 cars in points are currently now your top 3 cars in the race. Shell, Bergeron, and Beerline, but not in that order in points. This win could mean a lot for Shell. have any chance of taking away the championship from Bergeron. As long as Bergeron sits where he's at, though, that is not going to work for him. Michelle currently leading the way with a nice gap of almost a second and growing nearly every single lap. Caution flag waves once again here at Knoxville. So we're going to take a look at the 23 car of Hamilton. And looks like he just got caught up in something else. You see him apply the brakes, but didn't have anywhere to go. That was Jason Randolph we got into. Let's see if we can take a look at Jason Randolph into 47. Jason Randolph running middle high. Looks like he gets a little bit loose. Comes down on Gunnar Harris. And poor Hamilton with nowhere left to run after that. So still leading the way, it is Tyler Schell, Alex Bergeron second, Aiden Beerline third, Timothy Smith fourth, and Ernie Williams Jr. fifth. Jason Randolph has taken it pit side. So that's Jason Randolph, Trey Garst, Ross Kaiser, and Remington Wade all out of the race. Jason Randolph might not be out of the race yet. We'll have to wait and see if he makes it back out of the pits. As the lights are out on the pace track, drivers now single filing back out. Take a look off the top wing of Tyler Schell's car here. Pace track is off. Schell bringing us back to the green flag. Slow start for Schell. Looks like he gets a little bit wobbly coming out of turn number 4. It's going to open the door for Bergeron to look back to the inside of Schell. Bergeron with the run through 1 and 2. Schell with a monstrous amount of momentum down the back straightaway. Beerline running second. Ernie Williams Jr. looking to make a move on him. Bergeron still trying to dig on that inside and get past Schell. Schell runs the slider line up to the top there in turns number 1 and 2. And able to carry the momentum down the back straightaway. Bergeron sticking right with them. Drivers running nearly identical lap times that last time by. Schell showing some speed here late race. Bergeron is doing everything he can to get back up her. Can't help but wonder if he's carrying a little bit of damage from that contact earlier between him and Beerline. Bergeron still trying to dig back on that inside. 5 to run this time by for Schell. Schell now starting to pull away from Bergeron. Ernie Williams Jr. up 2-4, trying to look his way through. Bergeron now with the run once again on the inside of turns number 1 and 2 on Schell. Side by side on the back straightaway. Bergeron with a good run into turn number 3. Schell running up top still. Bergeron still digging the inside, almost side by side at the line. Just 3 laps to run now, as Bergeron trying everything he can. Schell just smooth around the top of the track into that number 85 machine. Two laps to run this time. Still Schell, Bergeron, Beerline, Williams, Cardozo, your top 5. Last lap coming around turn number 4 for Tyler Shell. Tyler Shell will come home with a win. Bergeron second. Beerline third. Williams fourth. Cardoza fifth. As we await our final official results. But that should be Bergeron for the championship. But a fantastic run for all three drivers. Our top three in points coming home. Top three in the race. We will await our official results here for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 winged sprint cars. And while we wait on that, we're going to go ahead and step aside for another word from our sponsors. As we continue to await our final results here for the championship, we'll go ahead and go over the race results here for the feature race. Coming home with the win, that's going to be Tyler Shell from Elbows Up Sim Sports. Alex Bergeron second. Aiden Beerline, your third podium position. And that's going to be Ernie Williams Jr., Atlanta Cardoza running out your top five. Kenny Hoffman, Garrett Halsey, Randy Shreve, Sean Brown, and Daniel Ziegers your top 10. Brett Wheeler makes his way back up into 11th. Ross Kaiser, Heimel Dunn, Mason Hannigan, and Blaine Brink your top 15. Stephen Vogelson, Austin Piper, Timothy Smith, Braden Finzel, and Gunnar Harris your top 20. And rounding out the field, if I can, there we go, is going to be Jason Randolph, Trey Garst, and Ross Kaiser, and Remington Wade rounding out the field. So we continue to await our results. We're going to go ahead and bring in our third place driver in the race and third in points. What a fantastic season you had here, Aiden.
Yeah, definitely. I remember the last two seasons just got involved in way too many wrecks and didn't start up front enough and got involved in a lot of wrecks, which put us back in like barely in the top 10 in points. So it's nice for one season not to give
run. Came with 477 points. About 100 and that would be 153 points behind Tyler Shell, coming home in second. But man, what a fantastic race you put on. And you had a little bit of you were up there battling for the lead with Alex Bergeron, had a little bit of contact with Bergeron. Do you feel like that hurt the car, or what do you think it was that happened there that caused you to fall back a little bit?
I honestly don't think we actually tapped. I think my right front was perfectly in between his left rear and left front. I thought for sure he messed up, and I kept driving it in and didn't realize until it was too late. My apologies, but I still don't think we tapped. Thankfully, he was able to move out the way before we killed each other. But definitely didn't hurt my car. I wasn't set up for the top, and it went around the top, which killed me. I was set up for the bottom, which helped early on, but killed me late.
Well, you still had a fantastic run, brought home in third place in the race, and third place points. So congratulations on your finishing results in the championship and your third place in the race.
Yeah, thank you.
second position in the championship. What a fantastic run here tonight. What you got out front looked like it was just smooth sailing for you from there. All you had to do is keep the car clean and keep it smooth around the top of the track. Was there ever any doubt in your mind what you got out front?
No, I felt really good. Had to come from the back. Had to put a show in for you guys because people chop people in the heat races, do it shit to themselves. But hey, gotta put a show on for you fans, and then had a good battle with Alex, and just didn't make any mistakes or enough to allow him to pass me.
With a fantastic run here in the race, and you guys actually came in only 16 points apart in the championship. How much would it have meant for you to get the win here tonight and maybe see a bigger gap between you and Bergeron to have allowed you to come home with that?
I just he picked me apart throughout the season. I think he had 4 more wins than me. If not, yeah, I think he had 8 and I had 4, or he had 9, I had 3. I think he might have had 9. No, he had 8, I had 3, and someone else, Brayden, had 1. So just picked me throughout the season. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, had some screw ups in heat races. I think the first 4 weeks I had to come through the B main, so there's probably 10 points, but nothing to hang his heads about. What is this, the 3rd season of this, and I've won 2 and got 2nd in 1, so not too bad for sure.
Well, you had a fantastic run, a fantastic season for that 85 machine. I'm going to have to get Aiden back in here because I forgot to have him thank the sponsors. But while I've got you here, I'm going to go ahead and let you thank your sponsors, shout-outs, whoever helps you get up there to the front.
Just like to thank Personal Evolution Company, School Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Jets Logistics, Hergot Real Estate, Catch Friends Apparel, and Roofco, and then that was Up Sim Sport. And you guys for broadcasting.
Well, congratulations once again on the win and bringing it home in 2nd in the championship points. And we hope to see you back out next season.
Yep, see ya.
Mr. Beerline, you'll have to forgive me. I'm out of practice with this, so I forgot to let you thank your sponsors, shout-outs, whoever helped you get up there to that 3rd place in the race and 3rd place in points. Go ahead.
Yeah, first off, of course, I got to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, everyone that just puts on this amazing event. This is definitely one of the top 3 or 4 sprint car leagues around right now, and it's just amazing. The talent and the admins do an amazing job calling the races, and everyone that puts on the broadcast, y'all do an amazing job, and just, yeah, that's it.
Well, congratulations again, Mr. Beerline, and we hope to see you back next season.
Thank you.
And coming home with 2nd on the night and the championship win, Bergeron, it's almost like you're just unstoppable out there in the sprint cars. You might have got beat here tonight, but it seems like every time I turn around, I see you winning a championship.
Yeah, we did good, but proud of the championship. But tonight, we definitely missed a little bit. We definitely had too much fuel tonight, but we're in the bottom. Definitely didn't help us out, but definitely gonna keep on working on it and get ready for the next big race.
With a fantastic run, you brought it home in 2nd. That contact between you and Beerline, did that kind of scare you a little bit with getting a podium as you fell back all the way to 5th at one point in time? Seemed like there was a little bit of damage there on your car, or what was it that caused you to fall back? Seemed like you were almost struggling to get back up to the front.
Well, definitely got us out of the line, and once you get off the line, everyone gets a run on you, and it's definitely hard to get it back up there. But once we got it figured out and started running the bottom, I couldn't really run up top. My car couldn't allow me to do it. It was bouncing everywhere, and couldn't make it happen. So I had to manage to run the bottom, and of course, the fuel burning on the bottom is less. So definitely didn't help us out, like I said. But we gave everything we had on the bottom, get the positions back. But it was definitely aggressive there on the start from beer line. But it's racing, so we just have to make it happen still.
We had a fantastic run and came home with the championship. How much does that mean to you to be able to bring home with another championship?
Feels good, because last season we didn't get it. We were close, but it didn't happen. But now we got it. We're very, very patient, and I think we got 8 wins on the season. So that's a lot of races, but we got to keep on working harder.
Well, congratulations once again on your win in the championship. I'm coming home in second. Now's your chance to get sponsors, shout-outs, whoever helps you get up there to the front.
Yeah, definitely Team UVA Sports, Rebecca, Jason, everyone that supports us, all of our partners, Pelagic, CSI Shocks, BK Designs, Marin Farm Equipments, Wraps and Stitches, Stoco, B&B Dirt Racing Simulators, ABR Setup Shop, CD Syntography, Grass D3R, and everyone watching, my dad as well, and you guys for doing an awesome job broadcasting, along with all the partners of the league, allowing us to race for money here on this championship.
All right, well, congratulations again on the win in the championship. We hope to see you back next season.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and thank our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV, Speed Shop 51, Locked On Lads, iRacing Podcast, Octane Inc., Miller Family Trucking Esports League, and Spartan Logistics. Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, we would like to thank you for sponsoring the Firm Motorsports 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. And with that, I am BJ DeVaul, and we're signing off. We will see you. Not sure when the next broadcast here is on Ultimate Dirt TV, but we will see you then. Have a good night.